Good morning, students. So in the last class we have completed exercise 5.8. So in today's class we will solve some miscellaneous problems. So here I have taken the first one, differentiate log of log x to the base 7 with respect to x. So now I will consider this as y. Let y which is equal to log of log x to the base 7. So now in the logarithmic differentiation I had given one property, change of base rule, log a to the base b can be written as log a divided by log b. Log a divided by log b. So now we have to apply change of base rule here. So y which is equal to log of log x divided by log 7 divided by log 7. So now differentiate with respect to x. Differentiate with respect to x. So here I will write by change of base rule. Change of base rule, by change of base rule. So now we get dy by dx which is equal to, so here 1 divided by log 7 is a constant, I write it as it is, 1 by log 7. Now into derivative of log x. So now what is the derivative of log x? It is 1 by log x into d by dx of log x. It will be 1 divided by x into 1 by x. So now let us rearrange the terms here. Dy by dx which is equal to 1 divided by log 7 into x log x into x log x. So this is the final answer, and mark this as very important for 2 marks. Well, the next miscellaneous problem it is, find dy by dx if y which is equal to sin inverse 2 raised to x plus 1 divided by 1 plus 4 to the power x. So I have considered the given function. Now let us rewrite this. Y which is equal to sin inverse 2 raised to x into 2 divided by 1 plus, so here 4 can be written as 2 square. So 2 square whole raised to x, I write it as it is. So now y which is equal to sin inverse 2 raised to x into 2 divided by 1 plus, this can also be written as 2 raised to x the whole square. See here, a raised to m whole raised to n which is equal to a to the power mn. So now this can be written as a raised to n whole raised to m can be written as a to the power mn. Anyway, these two will be multiplied. So by making use of this, I have written 2 square whole raised to x as 2 raised to x the whole square. So now I go for the substitution. Put 2 raised to x which is equal to tan theta. This implies theta which is equal to tan inverse 2 raised to x. Theta equal to tan inverse 2 to the power x. So let us go for the next step now. Y which is equal to sin inverse. So now this 2 I write it at the beginning. 2 I am writing it as it is. Then what is 2 raised to x? It is tan theta. So tan theta divided by 1 plus 2 raised to x will be tan theta the whole square. Tan theta the whole square can be written as tan square theta. So it is tan square theta. So now see here, y which is equal to sin inverse. So in first PUC we have studied that 2 tan theta divided by 1 plus tan square theta as sin 2 theta. So it is sin 2 theta. So now y which is equal to, this is the standard property now, sin inverse sin x. Here x is 2 theta. What is sin inverse sin x? It is x. So now x is nothing but 2 theta here. So y which is equal to 2. What is theta? Theta is nothing but tan inverse 2 raised to x. Tan inverse 2 raised to x. Now differentiate with respect to, so till this step we are just simplifying the given function. Now we are going for the actual differentiation. Differentiate with respect to x. So we get dy by dx, which is equal to 2 is a constant, it as it is. Then derivative of tan inverse x. X means 2 to the power x now. It is 1 divided by 1 plus x square. What is the x now? 2 raised to x. See here, derivative of tan inverse x will be 1 divided by 1 plus x the whole square. Here x is 2 raised to x. Now, we have to differentiate the inside function once again into d by dx of 2 raised to x. So in the next step, this can be written as dy by dx which is equal to 2 divided by 1 plus, so see here, 2 raised to x the whole square. 2 raised to x the whole square can be written as 4 raised to x. So now this can be written as 4 to the power x. 4 to the power x into derivative of 2 raised to x. What is d by dx of a raised to x? D by dx of a raised to x, which is equal to a raised to x into log a. So here a is going to be 2. So I make use of this formula. So it is 2 raised to x into log 2. Now dy by dx which is equal to, so here 2 into 2 raised to x can be written as 2 to the power x plus 1 into log 2 divided by 1 plus 4 raised to x. So this is the final answer. Mark this as very important for the annual exam. Well, so let us solve the next question now. Differentiate sin square x with respect to e to the power cos x. See here. So here, sin square x I consider it as u and e raised to cos x as v. So let u which is equal to sin square x and here v which is equal to e raised to cos x. So what we have to find now? We have to find du by dv, that is the derivative of sin square x with respect to e raised to cos x. That means this should be there in the denominator. We have to find du by dv. We need to find du by dv. So now see here, I will go for u which is equal to sin square x, which is equal to sin square. Differentiate both the sides with respect to x. We get du by dx, which is equal to, it is in the form of sin x the whole square. Sin square x is nothing but sin x the whole square. So consider this as x now. It is in the form of x to the power n. Derivative of x to the power n, it is n into x to the power n minus 1. So n into x to the power n minus 1 to the power 2 minus 1 will be 1, that I have not written, into derivative of this inside function into d by dx of sin x. So now du by dx which is equal to 2 sin x into cos x. Derivative of sin x will be cos x. So now I call this as equation number 1. Next we have to go for dv by dx. Now v which is equal to e raised to cos x. E raised to cos x. So differentiate with respect to x, we get dv by dx. So it is in the form of e raised to x. The derivative of e raised to x, it is e to the power x itself. E raised to cos x into d by dx of cos x. To d by dx of cos x. So dv by dx, which is equal to e raised to cos x into derivative of cos x will be minus sin x. Minus sin x. So now dv by dx, which is equal to, I write this in the beginning now, minus sin x into e raised to cos x. So I call this as equation number 2. So now by chain rule, see here, by chain rule, du by dv, see here, we need to find du by dv. So du by dv, which is equal to du by dx whole divided by dv by dx. Du by dx whole divided by dv by dx. So here du by dv, which is equal to, what is the du by dx now? It is equation number 1. 2 sin x into cos x. 2 sin x into cos x whole divided by minus sin x into e raised to cos x. E raised to cos x. So sin x and sin x get cancels. Du by dv, which is equal to, so I write this sign in the big minus in the numerator, minus 2 cos x divided by e to the power cos x. So this is the final answer, and this was asked in 2017 for 2 marks. So March 2017 for 2 marks. So the next problem it is, find the dy by dx if y which is equal to sin inverse x into root x. So I write the given function y which is equal to sin inverse x root x. So now y which is equal to sin inverse x, I write it as it is. Root x can be written as x to the power 1 by 2. So now here it is in the form of a raised to m. Here there will be 1. A raised to m into e raised to n, e raised to m plus n. So now y which is equal to sin inverse, the powers will be added up now. 1 plus 1 by 2 will be 3 by 2. So we get x to the power 3 by 2. So now differentiate this with respect to x. So differentiate with respect to x here. We get dy by dx, which is equal to, now derivative of sin inverse x will be 1 divided by under root 1 minus x square. What is x now? It is x to the power 3 by 2 whole square into d by dx of the inside function. It is x to the power 3 by 2. So d by dx of x to the power 3 by 2. So now see here. So here 2 and 2 get cancelled. We have only x cube. So dy by dx, which is equal to 1 divided by under the root 1 minus x cube into derivative of x to the power 3 by 2. It is in the form of x to the power n into x raised to n minus 1. So here 3 by 2 x to the power 3 by 2 minus 1. So now dy by dx, which is equal to 1 divided by under the root 1 minus x cube into 3 by 2, write it as it is. Then take up the LCM now. 2 will be multiplied with this. 3 minus 2 will be 1. So we get x to the power 1 by 2. So now overall this can be written as dy by dx, which is equal to 3 by 2, I write it in the beginning, into 1 divided by under root 1 minus x cube into x to the power 1 by 2 is nothing but root x. So it is root x. I write it in this form. So this is all about the fourth miscellaneous problem. The fifth question, it is find the dy by dx if y which is equal to 12 into 1 minus cos t and x which is equal to 10 into t minus sin t. So these are the parametric forms. See here. Given that I will take x now, we will write y only, y which is equal to 12 into 1 minus cos t. Now differentiate with respect to t. We get dy by dt, which is equal to 12 is a constant, write it as it is. Then inside derivative of 1 will be 0 minus derivative of cos t will be minus sin t. Minus into minus it becomes plus. It is sin t. So now dy by dt, which is equal to 12, 0 plus sin t, it is sin t. So we get 12 sin t. So next we have to go for dx by dt. So here x is equals to 10 inside the bracket t minus sin t. So now differentiate with respect to t, we get dx by dt. 10 is a constant, must be written as it is. 10 inside. Derivative of t will be 1, then minus as it is. Derivative of sin t will be cos t. So now this can be written as dx by dt, which is equal to, or else we'll go for dy by dx now. So I'll go for dy by dx. We have dy by dx, which is equal to dy by dt, then whole divided by dx by dt. So this is by chain rule. So now dy by dx, which is equal to dy by dt, it is 12 sin t. 12 sin t divided by dx by dt will be 10 into 1 minus cos t. So now dy by dx, which is equal to 12, I write it as it is. Then or else 2 6 2 5 2 6 2 5. So 6 I write it as it is. Sin t can be written as 2 sin t by 2 into cos t by 2 by making use of half angle concept. Then here write 5 as it is. Then 1 minus cos t can be written as 2 sin square t by 2. 2 sin square t by 2. So here 2 and 2 get cancels. So here sin t by 2 and 1 sin t by 2 get cancels. You have one more sin t by 2 in the denominator. So I will write the final answer now. Dy by dx, which is equal to, so 6 by 5 cos t by 2 divided by sin t by 2 can be written as cot t by 2. So it is cot t by 2. So this is the final answer for the fifth question. So the next miscellaneous it is find the dy by dx if y which is equal to sin inverse x plus sin inverse under root 1 minus x square. So write the given function as it is, y which is equal to sin inverse x plus sin inverse under root 1 minus x square. Root 1 minus x square. So now here I go for the substitution. Let x which is equal to sine theta. Theta which is equal to sine inverse x. So now let us rewrite the given function. Now y which is equal to sine inverse. So what is sine inverse x now? It is theta. So in place of sine inverse x, I can write theta. So here theta plus sine inverse under root 1 minus, what is x square now? It is sine square theta. Then y which is equal to theta plus sine inverse. So under root 1 minus sine square theta will be cos square theta. It is cos square theta. Now square and root get cancelled. We get y which is equal to theta plus sine inverse cos theta. So let us rewrite the function. So y which is equal to theta plus sine inverse. So outside sine inverse is there. So that means inside it must be sine. So how do you write cos in terms of sine? So by making use of complementary angle, I can write this as sine pi by 2 minus theta. Sine pi by 2 minus theta. Sine 90 minus theta will be cos theta. So now y which is equal to theta plus sine inverse sine x will be x now. So here x is pi by 2 minus theta. So theta minus theta get cancels. We get only y which is equal to pi by 2. Then differentiate with respect to x. We get dy by dx which is equal to 0. Derivative of constant will be 0. So this is all about the sixth problem.